Welcome to Bottles and Bites Without Borders, where every sip and every bite tell a story. Rob is your host. Each week, he will take you on a delicious journey, from vineyard tales and distillery secrets to culinary traditions. So, grab a favorite drink, a plate of something tasty, and join us for another adventure with Bottles and Bites.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Thanks for stopping in for another episode. And we've got a topic tonight that my wife brought up, and I think it's a great topic. It's something that we struggle with frequently. And if you saw the title, it's What to Order, the Takeout Dilemma. And we're going to get into this, but first, let's say hello to the lady herself, Sandra, back on the podcast. Man, I just love that you're here all the time. I can't get rid of you.
Oh.
Not that I'm trying.
Okay.
Yeah. You knew I wasn't trying.
No, I do.
Yeah. You're a keeper.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm telling the world you're a keeper. I'm keeping them. I'm keeping her, everybody, just so you know.
All right.
You're happy? What about you? I'm keeping you.
Oh, I'm keeping you too. Okay, absolutely.
Let me throw that fishing line in and see if you bite. My goodness.
I didn't. Oh.
All right. You brought this topic up, which I think is a good one. Something fun, because we haven't ever talked about this other than actually going through the process of struggling with ordering dinner and kind of what our expectations are, our options are, and then kind of the results of that.
Right.
So what made you think of this? Because you shot me a phone call and said, hey, I've got an idea. And this was the idea. What kind of triggered this for you?
Well, every day I feel like it's the same question over and over. What's for dinner? What's for dinner? What's for dinner? And it's a struggle to figure out what's for dinner. And then once we don't figure out what's for dinner, what are we ordering?
Yeah.
And it's like the never-ending question.
I don't think I might push back just a little. I don't know that we struggle a lot for what's for dinner. I think it's more often, I don't want to cook.
Well, I beg to differ. I think we struggle a lot on what are we going to do for dinner. Yes, I think, and it's not just us. I think it's every family out there. Is one of the worst questions to have is, what are we doing for dinner?
Yeah.
It's even with kids growing up, what are we cooking? We're doing this. And you always get pushback. Well, we always have that. We always have that. And I don't feel like eating that. It's a struggle. I think we're not alone in that. I think everybody around the world struggles with what are you doing for dinner?
Okay.
Yep.
So let's say we've made the choice. You know what? Let's order.
Right.
That seems like it should be the easy solution.
You would think.
We've got all of these options in today's world. We got restaurants on every block, every corner. We've got endless apps. We've got delivery apps. Should be a simple solution.
You would think.
But
it's not.
Why?
I have no idea. I think just you get tired of the same. You just tend to get into a rut of some of the same old things, and sometimes you want something different and quality and price and time.
I think there's almost so many choices. It's hard to make a choice.
Absolutely.
I mean,
sometimes you feel like a burger, or other times you don't want the burger. You want a salad. You don't want a salad. You want Indian. You want Chinese. You want. It's hard.
Well, answer me this too. I think when we want to order out, takeout, especially during the week, we still try to be a little bit aware, a little bit conscious of health. We don't want to just get burgers and things like that. We try to order something that we think could be, at least makes me feel like I'm eating something a little healthier.
Right.
And I think those kind of options are where it's limited, because people are probably listening going, dude, you got fried chicken, you got pizza, you got burgers, you got chicken sandwiches, you got Philly cheesesteak places. What's your problem?
Right. You know, as we're talking about this, I'm thinking about, the different stages of our lives when we were with the kids and they were small and they were busy and doing their things. And we would do a lot of fast food takeout, and you get kind of tired of fast food takeout. Now we then move into where they're a little bit older, they're a little bit more self-sufficient, they're driving, they're going here, going there, but we still want to have dinner, and sometimes cooking isn't the thing. So then you order different types of foods. You go more to the chain restaurants, not the fast food, but more chain
Like
where you
a
order
Chili's?
yes, or an Olive Garden or something like that where you order meals.
Okay. I like
And
that.
then we go as now they're gone and it's just us. And now we're trying to be more health conscious about the foods that we eat. And,
I would also say where we are in our journey of enjoying food, our palate
yes,
has changed.
that's the other thing.
So if you're a foodie, it might be a little tougher to find that selection or multiple selections that could deliver what you want for
Right.
takeout.
Right. So,
Go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, so that just leads to a whole other options of food and trying to decide what you want to do. But on the other hand, as we've gotten older, you've done more cooking and we've appreciated more our cooking versus the takeout. But sometimes you just don't want to cook.
Well, and I agree with that. And here's my problem. We can dive into each of these a little bit more if we want to. But one, I think prices have skyrocketed, and that's a real deterrent to me. And what I mean by skyrocketed is portions to me have gotten smaller.
Oh, for
Prices
sure.
have gotten bigger.
Yep.
And quality has went down.
100%.
So when you add all those things up, I find myself going, why are we even trying to order out anymore? We need to just, here of late, you and I have been, let's just make a sandwich or let's have breakfast food for dinner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So how do we get places? How do we find places? Are there places where they become an option for us? I don't know.
I don't know either anymore. I think that was one of our, okay, so here's a little insight into our lives is that today we were figuring out what are we going to do for dinner. And we said, let's order.
Again, preface it by, I cooked all weekend.
Yes, you did.
I cooked a ton, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all kinds of stuff. And I told you last night, tomorrow night, we're ordering dinner. So think about it.
Yes.
And we still struggle.
We
have all day long to come up with what could be good for dinner, something unique and fun. And we're in Houston. We're in a suburb of Houston, Katy, Texas. We have what you would think all kinds of options. And to be honest with you, we try to find, to your point earlier, not the chain locations.
Right.
Where's kind of a mom and pop place that's putting out some good food? That's where we think we're going to hit a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't always seem to be the case.
No, it's a little hard, especially when you cook or we cook, and it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Sad to say, it's a little bit better than the ordering out or the chain restaurants, and it just gets
cooking's
hard.
Way better. And here's the other thing I would say: it used to be thought, you know what? By the time I spend my time, go to the grocery store, buy all the food, I could just order something and save a few bucks and save some time. Not anymore. You might not even save time. Mm-mm. And you're probably not going to save money. Right. I find a lot of times when I'm cooking dinners especially now that it's just me and you during the week, man, I can buy a piece of salmon for, $8-10. That's a nice piece for both of us. I can cut in half. I can cook us a whole meal for under $15. Mm-hmm. I can't order you and I each a meal for probably $30 to $40.
Right.
It's ridiculous how expensive it's gotten. And in addition to that, you have delivery fees if you're using anybody like Uber Eats or DoorDash or anything like that. Then, of course, they want tips.
Yep.
Then it might be late and cold and smaller portions. I'm just frustrated and struggling with why don't we have better options for takeout?
I don't know.
Now, we're on this podcast so that you can be the answer lady. So
I wish I were.
I'm going to ask the questions.
I wish I were.
And you show the world the wisdom that is in that head of yours.
I don't have any wisdom regarding takeout food.
No?
We just tend to go to the same old things, which is great. It's a great option. And I think the easiest thing to get, and I think everybody...
Well, let's not get into what our options are there.
Okay.
I think there's some safe choices, and we kind of mentioned those.
Yes,
people. You could go fast food.
Yeah.
But really, do you want to order Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, Kentucky Fried Chicken on a weeknight for dinner? Maybe, but not on the regular. If you find week to week there's one or maybe two nights you need to order out, you probably want something decent.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the wrench I'm going to throw into this conversation. Do you think there's any people listening going, "Hey, knuckleheads, have you ever heard of HelloFresh or any of these other food delivery places where you can get that meal?" I've never looked into that.
I thought about it, but I probably haven't mentioned it to you, but I thought, ooh, that'd be kind of interesting to try. But I know you like to pick out all your meats. You like to pick out all your vegetables, your everything. And with the HelloFresh or things like that, they already send that all to you. So I don't know how you would feel with somebody sending you everything and you just put it together.
Well, a couple of issues there. One, to me, it's just the new TV dinner. Is it really as healthy as they make it seem to be? I don't know. I might question that.
I don't know. I think it might be pretty good.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I would have a little doubt, a little question. I'm changed my mind. I'm open to being convinced that it could be good quality food being sent to you. I just have up front, I have a little question about that. Two, I've never looked into the cost. Because we're ordering meals, we're ordering delivery, so there's going to be some cost there. What is that cost?
It's been a while since I've looked, but I here's the challenge. Maybe that's something we could do, and you could do a review on what you think.
That would be interesting. That might be on the YouTube channel. By the way, if you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, doing some fun cooking shows and things on there, some wine reviews, some wine glasses episode is coming out here pretty soon. Check out our YouTube channel if you haven't done that already. We'd really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're getting close and would appreciate anybody who wants to go check that out as well. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Do we think that restaurants, I'm trying to figure out what's the bigger picture and why takeout is broken. I hear a lot of times in the restaurant industry because, with what we do with the show and stuff, we do talk to a lot of those people. And I find that we have, even places we like to eat at, we have better luck eating in than when we get something to go. And I think that's kind of across the board with takeout. It's never as good as eating there.
Absolutely.
But I think the takeout is just so bad. Is that fair to say? I mean, it's just like, why did I order this? I would have rather made a ham sandwich.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with that.
I paid $22 for this. I might as well just had a bowl of cereal.
Right. I agree with that. I think a lot of it is it's always better to eat it there when they're making it, because then there's something lost between you getting it at the restaurant and getting home.
But I'm giving the example of it shouldn't drop off that much, right? There ought to be steps or measures that they can take to make sure, let's just call the average, 10-minute drive time? I don't think people order 15, 20 minutes away from their house, right?
No.
So 10 minutes would be fair? You ought to be able to come up with a way to make sure that you keep the integrity of that meal together, the freshness, the quality for 15 minutes.
Now that I'm thinking about this, I might push back on you on that because I think it might, you lose the quality. It might depend on where you're ordering from, that the food wasn't quality food. Because there are places that we have ordered from and it's maybe 5-10 minutes and it still holds up to what you would think for a takeout.
Okay.
The only thing I would say may not be very good on a takeout would be dumplings.
Soup dumplings.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, soup dumplings.
Yeah.
Those wouldn't hold up, even on a 10-minute, 15-minute. Yeah, I think it's a little too long. You'd want to have them fresh there at the restaurant, something like that. It might depend on the food that you're getting.
So do you think margins, the money that the restaurants, the establishments can make, do you think that that's shrunk? And again, we've already said prices have went up. So, you go, wait a second, prices have went up. But I have talked to people that said prices have went up because of the cost of doing business, right? Cost of goods. Mm-hmm. So they say, I've been told that margins haven't actually increased. All they're doing with a price increase on the menu is passing along their cost increase, not a margin increase. So they're making less, even though their prices look like they're charging more. It's just to cover the cost of the goods. So with that, if that's true, I guess it's safe to say quality could be sacrificed, that we're, it's harder to find good people at a wage where they're cooking well in the kitchen, preparing, and, when I say preparing, putting it, boxing it, getting it ready to go, things like that.
That could be a true statement. I could see that happening, where it's not as that they're not making the money, so the quality of how they prepare and box and all that up could be a factor in it. Absolutely.
What about, we see it a lot here in Houston. Do you think ghost kitchens that pop up, these little pop-ups that do have an impact on restaurants and the business that they're getting, which, again, that somehow in the equation equates to a lesser kind of quality that they're doing because of the competition? Or could it be also, delivery apps are hurting the restaurant reputation because they're not picking up or delivering in a timely manner? When you do eventually get it, it's bad. Maybe it's not the restaurant's fault. It's the app delivery service fault.
100%. To go with your first question about the pop-ups.
Yeah.
I don't know if the pop-ups are doing that much of a difference in the restaurants and their delivering or takeout or anything like that. I don't think those are so minimal. I don't think that's going to cause a big problem to any restaurant.
Okay.
At all. As far as delivery services and possibly being the cause of food not arriving with the quality that it should, 100%. I believe that's a big factor. I think that plays something into all that. Definitely, because sometimes these delivery drivers aren't maybe as timely, or traffic for these delivery drivers, or just not getting it. Getting it to the right place. Sometimes it's delivered to the wrong house, and then by the time you figure it out or they figure it out, it's all messed up. Absolutely, I believe that the DoorDash and all that, I don't think they take as well. I'm not going to say all, but some drivers may not take as securing your food like maybe the restaurant, like a pizza delivery guy or a delivery person for that restaurant would.
What it sounds like to me is that you're saying they're not as vested in their job.
Yes.
There's really no skin in the game for them. Other than getting their tip, they don't care about much else.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say all of them because I know there are some very good ones out there. And
how do you know?
We've had some friends that do that.
Okay, I was going to say, we have never, ever used Uber Eats or
No,
DoorDash.
we have not. I'd rather spend that to go and get it and
we have the belief that let's support the restaurant and go, because we have friends who own the restaurants. We've been told they lose a large percentage of the cost of that meal. So they make a nickel versus a dime. And anytime we can help a local business make a little bit more, we do that. We'll step out and go get it. So
yes.
That's one of the reasons I brought that up.
Oh, yeah. So,
yeah, I would say let's talk a little bit about if we are going to order out. Well, let's do it this way. Are there some that we just go, we don't want to order from because we feel like it's the higher probability of being a miss? And are there some, when I say some, talking about styles of food, genres of food, that we are very comfortable looking at and potentially ordering from because we think the probability of hitting is really, really good?
Yes.
Let's talk about the misses first. Can you think of some that don't do as well?
Okay, when you're saying misses, like something is always wrong, or the quality versus the price is not good?
Whatever the criteria might be. Could be that. Could be all of those things. Could be one place it's just quality's not good. It could be the other place it's decent quality, but for what they're charging, I don't feel like I'm getting a bang for my buck.
I have found that Mexican food.
Oh, that's a great one. I hadn't thought about that. You're exactly right. We haven't done that in a while, but There for a period of time, we tried to order Mexican to go a few times.
I would, and this is not Mexican food, like some quick, nice
It's
Mexican.
not Taco Bell
It's
or
not
anything.
Taco Bell or anything like that. I'm talking like you'd order from a Mexican sit-down restaurant.
You're just going to get it to go.
Getting it to go. Get your plate of enchiladas with your rice and beans and all the things.
Yeah.
I think it tends to be more of a miss than a hit. You're much better off eating that food at the restaurant than bringing it home.
The other cuisine I would say is also in that category would be Italian.
Yes.
There's
well, yes, it might depend on where you're ordering it from. Yeah.
Are there some places that you go, it's okay?
A pizza place.
Well, that's so when I say Italian, I'm thinking pastas and things like that. Pizza's its own, its
yeah,
own thing.
you would not. Yeah, I agree with you on the whole Italian. Yeah, for sure. Because I think sometimes the food is just not right. The sauce, if you're ordering like an Alfredo sauce or something, it's just cold or it's not done right. You don't have enough. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's the other thing with Italian food. I think a lot of the sauces and things, the pastas, it needs to be, it doesn't have to be eaten right away, but 10, 15 minutes makes a huge difference with a lot of those types of dishes. So.
That's another one that you're probably better off eating at the restaurant than bringing it home.
Now, there might be some things on the menu. I'm just saying as a rule, not a great place, depending on what you're ordering. But you might be able to find some things on an Italian menu that you go, if we order this and this, we're good. We've gotten it for takeout, and it's pretty good. Mm-hmm. I can't think of, maybe a chicken parmesan or something like that.
Right.
But it's more miss than hit with Italian food.
Absolutely. And I think sometimes you end up having to reheat that food.
And you don't want to do that.
When you come
or
home. Or
pasta gets kind of stiff and hard, because it sat too long.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, when we talk about what kind of our misses, what used to be a miss for me was, we were talking earlier about more from a health standpoint, not that it wasn't good, were burgers and things like that I didn't want to order pizza. Now I've gotten to a place where I almost give in a little and go, but at least I know it's going to be good, and I'm more almost willing to order from a place like that because I don't want to risk some place I think is going to be a little healthier and it not be very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear you.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about places that are hits for us. And can I start?
Yeah.
I would say someplace where we can order a salad, where we can go in. Because we do a lot of pickup. We don't get delivery. We get takeout where we go and get it.
Right.
So going in, like here in Houston area, Texas, we have Jason's Deli.
Mm-hmm.
And you can order the salad bar, go through, make your salad the way you want, go home, and you're good to go.
Yes.
My only knock on Jason's Deli is their salad bar pricing has skyrocketed. It's like $15 for a salad now.
But I will layer that stuff
I know
up.
you do. You take enough. You pile it on for lunch the next day.
I love that salad bar.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job. They have a lot of options.
They do.
A lot of sides that you can add. When you think about salad, you get a lot of different kinds of fruits and different things that you can add, and cottage cheese. What are some of the other things?
Hummus.
Hummus, yeah, things like that. So they do a good job of letting you load up. So it might have went up in price, but you still get a little bang for your buck because you get 2 meals out of it. So now I'm down to $7.50.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
That's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Not everybody gets the 2 meals out of it.
But the same thing I would say with a place like Salada. I like it, but going there and getting a salad now, it's like 20 some bucks, and that's where I go. I would like to order from there. But I just feel like it's a little bit, they nickel and dime you. You want an extra crouton, that's $1.50. You want whoops, I dropped an extra piece of ham on there that's $4.50. I'm like, hold on, take it off,
I like Salada. That's really good.
Yeah, I do
You're looking
too.
for
I do too.
Yeah, that's not a bad option.
Because salads, I think there's some places, there's a place here in town that closed for you.
Well, no, it's still open.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
I thought they were all closing, is what we read and heard.
I don't know what you heard.
Tell
I
the
couldn't.
people what this is.
It's Salad and Go.
Salad and Go. Not a big fan of the title of the name of this place. Salad and Go.
So good.
Salad is not a verb. Sorry.
It is.
You got a salad and go.
Salad and you go. It is so good.
And really good pricing. I mean,
very
you can
good.
Get badass salads for less than $10.
Yes. It's
all drive-through. There is no restaurant.
No restaurant.
It's just drive-through. But it's very good.
It's become one of our favorite places at work to order from.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
So salad places, I think, are still an option where hey, look, I like a good salad once in a while. You can get a really good proteins options for salads. You can get some kind of fish, shrimp, pork, chicken, beef. There's options with the salad.
That's my go-to thing whenever we order from anywhere. I get a salad.
Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So salad would be one I would throw out as a good option. You have one that you would throw out?
For takeout?
Mm-hmm.
It's our go-to type of food.
Well, then don't go there yet.
Okay.
I'll throw out another one.
Okay.
Sandwich places.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes.
Delis.
Yes.
Now, we're not big Subway people.
No.
But sandwich shops, I think of Jersey Mike's or Potbelly's.
Chicken Salad Chick.
Chicken Salad Chick's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
These, it's not this fancy kind of dinner, but sometimes they hit the spot. They're really good.
Mm-hmm. I love a Chicken Salad Chick.
Well, Chicken Salad Chick, but not
or even a sandwich. Just a sandwich.
Yeah, just a sandwich can be really, really good. I think Jersey Mike's, Potbelly's, even places like Philly Flats. You're not getting into these Philly cheesesteak stuff, but hey, I can still hit the spot a little bit sometimes.
Philly cheesesteak sandwiches.
Is there another sandwich shop that you like? I do like Firehouse.
I love Firehouse.
Firehouse is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something we're missing in the sandwich category that... I'm not a big Jimmy John's guy. I'm a Jersey Mike's over Jimmy John's. Sorry, Jimmy. I like John.
I don't know of any other sandwiches.
I feel like I'm missing something.
I don't know. You might be.
I might be. Okay, well, if I think of it, we'll come back to it. So sandwich shops, I think, can be a good choice where you can get turkey, you can get it on wheat.
And it's pretty good quality food. And
it's pretty good
you know
quality,
what you're getting.
And you feel like it's a little healthier than a big old greasy burger with a big old pile of fries, right?
Right.
So.
Absolutely. So, yeah, sandwiches. I love it.
Trying to think if there's anything else before we get to our main category of where you hit 95% of the time. Another one that I think you'd mentioned it, Schlotsky's.
Yes.
That's a good sandwich place.
That is a good sandwich place. Haven't had that in a while, but we may need to go back.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. They have good bread with that jalapeno cheddar bread.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. Yeah, we haven't had a Schlotsky's in a while. We tend to go Jason's Deli so somebody can get a salad.
Yes.
That tends to happen a lot.
Too much.
Yeah. Okay, let's let the people know the one category that is a hit more than a miss. Probably a hit 95% of the time. Would you argue with that?
I would not argue with that.
Okay. Give the people, they may already be at home going, I know what it is. It is.
Chinese food.
No. Go broader category.
Asian.
Thank you.
Okay.
Asian food.
I'm like Chinese
don't put
food.
us in the tunnel of Chinese. We think, we have some good sushi places
yes,
that we can
Asian
order rolls
food.
and things from.
Mm-hmm.
We have great Thai food. We have great Malaysian food that we can order from. We have Indian food that we can order from. We have Chinese food that we can order from. So we have different restaurants in each of those categories that have a little different twist or flair and flavor profile that they offer that we get to kind of jump around to.
Yep.
So
Asian food is
that's
amazing.
our go-to. That's
yes.
We're going to hit. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be at a good price. We always feel like we get bang for our buck.
100%.
And there's such a diverse kind of flavor wheel in that category of Asian food that, we didn't even say Korean. We have some great Korean places here. Now, we're in the Houston area. We're in Katy in the suburbs. We have a place called Katy Asian Town.
Yes.
We have our own big Asian community filled with restaurants and shops and bakeries and dessert places. So
we are very lucky.
we tend to live there when we do takeout.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't want to. It's not necessarily by choice, although maybe a little bit because it's so darn good. We do like Asian food. But it just seems to be the genre of food, the place where we know we're going to get good food. We can eat it at home. It travels well.
Yes.
And it's at a good price.
Oh, absolutely. I think, and when you think about it, I think that's going to be a lot of people's first choice would be Asian. If they're going to order out, it'd probably be some kind of Asian food.
Yeah. And I think, let's be fair and say, when we say we don't take delivery, the exception would be Chinese food.
Yes.
I mean, Chinese restaurants just deliver. But
Yes.
then we do tip the driver. Always tip
Always
the driver.
tip.
But that's the only genre within the Asian category that we get delivery from. Everything else we go pick up, whether it's sushi or Malaysian or Thai or Indian, we go pick it up.
Yes, we do.
Chinese, they
We
deliver. Guess what's coming tonight?
Chinese.
That's what we settled on, folks. I mean, no surprise there, right?
It's just so hard sometimes. It's such an easy thing to do, and it's easy food to order, and it's always good.
Yeah. So I would say if there's one category you can count on, at least here for us where we live, it's Asian food. I would tend to bet in most, cities and large towns, that's probably the answer most people would have.
I would agree, and if you disagree, I'd like to know what it is for your town.
The only other answer might be pizza.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
pizza can hit, kind of hard. I don't want to say it's hard to make a bad pizza because there are some places that make bad pizza.
Yes, there are.
But even, we recently did a show, you and I, where we talked about the big chain pizzas, and we were pleasantly surprised. It had been a while. So I'm throwing that out there because of that reason. If you haven't heard that episode, go check it out. We actually endorse and are sponsored now by two major chains of pizza. No, we're not.
We're not.
But maybe if they hear the episode, they might reach out. You
never know.
Domino's, hit me up. But, burgers, pizza, things like that, I think are pretty safe. But I don't know. Do you feel a little less guilty when you eat Chinese food than you do when you eat a burger?
Yes, I do.
Me too.
Yes, I do.
I'll bet you it's not any healthier.
Probably not.
But you know what? I'm eating white rice.
That's right. Steamed rice.
I feel like it's a whole lot better.
I agree. I agree.
Is there anything in your mind that restaurants, what should that kind of community, is there something they could do to improve? Do you think they're getting feedback that, one, their prices are too high versus the quality that they're given for takeout? Or do you think are we the only ones complaining? Or do you think people just get it, eat it, and don't think about it and go back and get it again? And so we're the only ones that have this issue?
I don't think we're the only ones that have this issue. However, I don't think I've ever talked to anybody else who might have that issue. I know at work, we always discuss where are we going to order from if we're deciding to order any food. And more often than not, you're not going to believe it's going to be either a sandwich from a sandwich place or possibly even Chinese food.
Yeah, okay. I will say two things. Both are chicken related. We haven't ordered chicken in a long time, but I remember being a fan of like Popeyes, even KFC.
Yeah.
I remembered liking everything, I think, except for their mashed potatoes.
At KFC?
Yeah. I think their biscuits were good. They had corn and macaroni and cheese, and it was all okay, but their potatoes was like, okay.
Yeah.
Church's I remember liking a lot. Church's chicken. Popeye's chicken I liked a lot. Popeye's actually has really good French fries. With their chicken.
I'll
really
believe you. I don't think I've ever had that.
So I don't know why I don't mention that enough. Maybe that should be. Maybe we need to order some Popeyes one night and open a bottle of champagne. That could be an option.
We could do that. Absolutely.
The other category or little pocket of types of restaurants that we didn't mention, I'm wondering what your thoughts is. wings.
Well, I don't know. Wings,
When you
I'm
think
just
burgers
not,
and pizza, wings kind of go in there.
They do, but I don't know if I would call that a meal. I'd call that like an appetizer snack that you put out for like a football game or something. I don't consider that
I'm going to
as
remember that.
a full-on meal. Not unless you're making the wings.
Okay.
However, I was going to say that one type of food that we don't ever order from, and I would like to go and explore more and maybe even try their takeout, would be Mediterranean.
Yeah, I always get nervous with the takeout with them too. They fall into that genre. We have a place here called Fadi's that when we eat there, it's really good, but it's also fresh right in there. It smells so good. And I'm nervous about taking that, but you think we ought to give it a shot?
I think so.
Okay, I'm down for giving it a shot. I don't mind blowing $60 and being disappointed. But I might be happy. You never know. But I'm just saying I'm willing to take the risk on blowing $60 and being disappointed. I'll do it for you, honey.
It's not $60.
It could be.
Well, you have to go in and look.
I'm going to get some sides like wings.
Well,
they add up.
Oh my goodness!
I'm just teasing. So, where are you on takeout? I feel like where I'm at is not a fan anymore.
No.
We've been doing more home. Even when we can't think of what to cook for dinner, we settle with something simple like a sandwich, or let's just make some breakfast food, some eggs and bacon and a piece of toast. And that's our dinner.
Yep.
Because we talk through it and go, takeout's just going to suck. Let's just cook something.
Right.
That's too bad.
It is bad. It is bad when you can't order a nice meal. Even barbecue. Sometimes you order barbecue from somewhere, you can't always get it.
You know my issue with barbecue?
Too expensive.
It's gotten out of control. Steakhouses, premium steakhouses cost less than these barbecue places.
Yep.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's really hard to find a nice restaurant to bring home or order takeout from and still have it retain its quality when you bring it home.
Yep, you're exactly right. I wish we had a better answer. This is almost like a venting episode.
I think so too. I to be honest, I don't think we're alone in this. I think there's other people that have that same struggle that we do. And I'm going to say more often than not, end up ordering Chinese as their number one takeout.
And I do want to be honest.
Not Chinese, sorry, Asian.
There you go. Thank you. I do want to be honest and say, look, we love supporting local businesses. And here's one I wish were open for dinner. I'd probably order from there a lot. Harvest Kitchen and Bakery.
Mm-hmm.
Lori Pope does a great job with her breakfast and brunch. I would order that for dinner if she were open.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But my point was, I like supporting local places. I wish these places did a better job with takeout because I would probably order it more. If it were good, even if I feel like I'm paying a little more to support a local place, but I'm getting good food, I would probably do it. It's not been there. It's been, and if you've heard any of our episodes over the last few months, we've done a couple on our disappointment with going out for dinners and things like that. The world of eating out, how it's changed so much. I just think this is another part of it that's
going out and now bringing it home.
It's a black eye on the industry. And I know a lot of the industry struggling. Restaurants are closing. At some point, they have to figure out what can we do better to get the consumer to want to come in and experience our food and order it for takeout or eat it in our establishment.
Right. I will say, more often than not, eating it at the place is a lot better. But when you don't
100%.
have that option and you want to bring it home, that is the hardest thing, is figuring out where to get your food from.
But in fairness, we've also had the episode not too long ago about eating out and how tipping's gotten out of control and the quality of food and the service that's not very good. And there's a lot of different factors. So again, a little bit of a venting episode here.
I think so.
We don't mean to sound like we're just bitching, but we would really like to see, restaurants be aware. Figure it out. Do some things to get us back in because we want to support you. But, it's our hard-earned dollars. We got to feel like we're getting a little bang for our buck. We're getting, what's in it for me. I'll give you my money. You give me good food. That's all I'm asking for.
Right.
Is that fair?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I would like to know what people think.
Yeah, hit us
what
up
their
on social
struggles
media.
are.
Let us know if we're out of whack. Hopefully. If you think we're just crazy, there's all kinds of great options out there. Or if you agree with us and you struggle as well to find a place that has good takeout for a good price that you think is fair. And I think it's mostly dinner. I don't think we have this problem with breakfast.
No, we usually just eat breakfast at home.
Well, no. I'm talking about takeout breakfast.
Oh, takeout breakfast.
You can find great little breakfast taco places.
Oh, yeah.
You can find breakfast sandwich places. You can find kolache places. You have good options for breakfast. It seems to be more of that dinner thing. Lunch options we want to order something for lunch. It's a different type of food that you're usually thinking about. Pretty easy to get, something there. It seems to be that dinner category for takeout that seems to be the toughest.
I hear you.
Would you agree?
100%.
So I'm right?
On this topic.
Always?
On this topic.
Okay. All right. Well, Sandra, that was fun.
It was great.
Yeah. Glad we got that off our chest.
I know. Now let's go eat.
I feel better now. Let's order some Chinese. Thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode of Bottles and Bites Without Borders. And until our next episode, keep exploring the world, one bottle and one bite at a time. See you guys on the next one.